And welcome back to ABC News Live. We continue to follow the breaking news. Conservative political activist Charlie Kirk has been shot at an event in Utah Valley University, posting an alert saying a single shot was fired on campus toward a visiting speaker and that the suspect is in custody. We know that speaker now, Charlie Kirk, the founder of Turning Point USA. And apparently this was posted on X just earlier today before Charlie Kirk was scheduled to speak at an event at the school. You can see here, well, if we can bring back that post, was that Mike Lee's post or was that Charlie Kirk's post? Okay, Charlie Kirk had also posted earlier on, but Mike Lee here just moments ago saying, I'm tracking the situation at Utah Valley University closely. Please join me in praying for Charlie Kirk and the students that are gathered there. Also, there have been other tweets coming from the FBI. Director Kash Patel saying we are closely monitoring reports of the tragic shooting involving Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University. Our thoughts are with Charlie, his loved ones, everyone affected. Agents will be on the scene quickly, and the FBI stands in full support of the ongoing response and investigation. I'm joined by senior White House correspondent Selena Wang now, also White House correspondent Karen Travers, and ABC News contributor and former NYPD chief of detectives Robert Boyce. Okay, Selena.
Oh man. These are stories that you just frankly just kind of catch you off guard, and not that you're ever prepared for them, but what a tragic way to just, I mean, there's no good way to go out, but this is a way, and a very cowardice act, to take someone's life. Obviously, they don't know anything about the suspect yet, and details are still coming out. But we this goes without saying. I mean, we've been here, but man, we are in a dark, dark place. Set aside your opinions and your points of views, even if they're not, aligned with Charlie Kirk's, and God bless his soul, and his family, and it's just this is just terrible. But set aside all that, and I have two kids, and as a man and a wife, as a man, you want to do your best, and you want to look after your family, protect and provide, because that's what we're all called to do. And you want to, at the end of the day, you just want to come home again, and you want to get to the routine of things, even though sometimes you're tired and you don't have the energy and the strength. Um, you look forward to the bath times and the story times, and you know, um, when they're fussy, you're the only one that can comfort them, and that embrace is the thing that they look forward to, and you do too, quite frankly. After you been at work all day and you come home, and they're so excited to see you, and your wife, um you know everyone just embrace you with loving arms after the world has beating you up pretty good. And I have a 5 and a 2-year old, and um I just couldn't imagine. I can't even imagine not being able to come home and just go through the routine of things. um just even the thought of it is rough to even think about. Putting myself in, you know, his poor wife's shoes as best I can. These are days that you just don't, I guess, ever see coming. But I think where we're at as a nation, and I think we've been here for some time. It's just a dark, dark place. A place that just, man, like it's okay to disagree. It's okay to have different points of view. It is your point of view, right? I think we lose that. And it's okay to disagree. And you can intellectually try and change minds, which is the way to do it. And violence is never going to solve anything. It's not the answer to anything. And man, somewhere we lost the plot. Again, details are not out yet, but this is a senseless act. And, you know, I am hearing a lot of people on both sides actually like condemn this and come together, like, and truly, as far as I don't know any of them personally, but you know, I think everyone's sincere just from the simple fact that at the end of the day, we're doing a job. We're not, um, none of this shit is worth dying for. And none of it's worth taking someone else's life. And that's it's been too much. It's too much. Something has to give. I know there's no way to legislate it out or anything like that, but at some point you gotta start looking around and start evaluating like what's going on, you know. This is just tragic. Very, very tragic. Let's see what other details are coming out. I truly hate covering stuff like this as a content creator. Um, but as I think a lot of people, you know, when you're in the content creation space, which I am new to, I think people start to learn your voice and they sometimes want to hear what you have to say about different topics, you know, that come about. Um, Try to stick to majority of, you know, financial stuff and real estate stuff because it's what I enjoy. But every now and again, there's stories that pop up that you know, I feel like it's only right to at least address. And you know, I'll continue to keep everyone posted on this and give you my points of views on it. And as details come out, and we'll just go from there. Let's see what else they have to say.
Let's go ahead and start with you. What do we know?
Well, we're just getting actually reaction from President Trump. He is posting the following on his social media platform, Truth Social. Quote, "We must all pray for Charlie Kirk, who has been shot." He goes on to say, "A great guy from top to bottom. God bless him." This is also coming as we're getting other reaction from administration officials, including Vice President J.D. Vance, who says, "Say a prayer for Charlie Kirk, a genuinely good guy and a young father." And Kira, it's hard to overstate just how massive of a force that Charlie Kirk is within the MAGA community. He has this massive following online, millions of followers, one of the most powerful and influential MAGA podcasters. He has sway over parts of the president's base, especially with young supporters of the president. He has used his influence oftentimes to back the president in various policy decisions, but he's also been critical of the president as well when it comes, for instance, to the president's handling and his administration's handling of the controversy around Jeffrey Epstein. On his show, he has at times urged the administration to fix the mess by disclosing more information. This is a huge figure within the MAGA circle, within the president's orbit as well. We're continuing to watch that reaction. And in fact, also in Trump's war room on social media, they're also posting, quote, "Pray for Charlie Kirk."
Also, Attorney General Pam Bondi now tweeting FBI and ATF agents on the scene. Pray for Charlie. Karen Travers, let's bring you in and talk about just the importance of Charlie Kirk to the Trump campaign. Selena touched on it a little bit, but maybe we can go a little deeper into his sway and influence.
very significant influence in getting President Trump elected last year to the White House. Selena mentioned what a major influential player he is in conservative politics, but he was also a very key player directly in that effort to get people out to the polls to vote for Donald Trump. Turning Point, Kirk's organization, had a significant get out the vote operation in those critical battleground states. They were pouring a lot of money into the states to try to get low propensity voters, the people who have a less likelihood of actually turning out on election day. They were targeting them. They were targeting college-age male voters. And those are people that are often credited with getting Donald Trump reelected last year. It was notable, Kira, that after the election, the first event that the president did as the president-elect was a rally with Turning Point USA, a big event out in Arizona, sort of a victory lap after the election, showing how important that organization was for Trump's election. He has praised him repeatedly for all the help he has given, and so influential in the broader conservative movement, but also very directly important for Donald Trump being here in the White House.
Also one of the youngest speakers at the 2016 Republican National Convention, the opening speaker at the 2020 RNC, a father of 2 children under the age of 5. If you are just tuning in, we are talking about conservative activist and podcaster Charlie Kirk. We have gotten word that he has been shot during an event. He was taking place at Utah Valley University, the founder of Turning Point USA, a conservative student organization, as Karen was explaining. He's known for his outspoken views on politics, culture, and religion. Justice Department reporter Alex Mallon, what do we know? What more do we know just about the federal response to the shooting?
Yeah, we're hearing from Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche. He just posted on X that the Department of Justice is actively investigating what he calls a senseless act of violence. We've also heard from Attorney General Pam Bondi, FBI Director Kash Patel saying that FBI ATF resources are on the ground. Obviously, Kira, this is a tinderbox moment in this country where we've heard from the FBI and DOJ dating back to the last administration warning that this current moment is such a sensitive moment in terms of political threats directed at the political system. We saw that in obviously the 2 assassination attempts directed at President Trump during the campaign season. So obviously this is going to be something that they are going to meticulously investigate, leave no stone unturned. It's unclear whether a suspect is in custody or in federal custody as of this moment. We are asking those questions. Obviously they're going to want to get any answers as to why an individual would carry out such a heinous act of violence against Charlie Kirk.
Okay, and our Aaron Katursky, chief investigative correspondent, did say that suspect was in custody. And now we're hearing from President Donald Trump tweeting. Okay, we do have Aaron. Well, Aaron, I want to bring you in, but I just want to read real quickly. Donald Trump tweeting, "We must all pray for Charlie Kirk, who has been shot. A great guy from top to bottom. God bless him." All right, what more do we know about the suspect that's in custody, if anything, Aaron?
We don't know anything about the suspect other than he is, according to Utah Valley University, in custody. Where, what circumstances he was taken, what condition the suspect was taken, that we don't know. We're still waiting for firm guidance on Charlie Kirk's condition. But the university said that Kirk had been speaking at an outdoor courtyard when a shot rang out, a single shot, and struck Charlie Kirk. We've seen video of the moment, Kira, that shows individuals then running from the scene shouting, "Oh my God." The very presence of Charlie Kirk at the UVU campus had been controversial. We've been reading an article in the school paper that talked about the campus being divided over whether Kirk should even be allowed to speak. But his address was underway, one of a number of speeches that he has commonly given on college campuses to drum up support for President Trump's agenda. He's been very active that way. This particular shot rang out as he was in the middle of this speech. The authorities say they have him in custody. We know the feds are actively investigating. It's a very small police department shared in Orem, Utah with 2 other communities. So as we've heard from multiple officials at the Justice Department, the feds are going to be heavily involved and are on their way now, Kira.
Yeah.
Hopefully they find this person, persons, whoever, and bring them to justice. And, thoughts and prayers to his wife and children. And the sad part about it is this will, God, those kids will get older and see these videos on the internet, and it's sad. It's very sad. All right. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we appreciate you. And yeah, hug your people you love close, and pray for Charlie and his family. Whether you agree with him or not, that's not the point. And I think the point is we're all human and we all have family, and we want to get home every day. All right, you guys, take care.